What is up, everybody? This is Eric coming live to you via the internet. I've got a quick review for you guys. Right now I'm going to talk about the PS4. I was fortunate enough to pre-order one in time to get one, unlike a lot of people, but we'll talk about that real quick. Personally, I love my PS4. I've done nothing but play it since the 15th. Right now, as I speak, as I'm recording this, people are waiting in line for what looks like to be about almost another 2 hours before the Xbox One comes out. We will not have a review for that unless somehow me or Ryan or Isaac or somebody in our crew gets one to where we can review it. But if we do get a chance to play with it, we'll let you guys know how it is. But let's start with very simple with the PS4. Let's start with the controller, the DualShock 4. I love it. And my friends will tell you, I have always been a huge fan of the Xbox 360 controllers. When I had a PlayStation 3, hated the controller because I have big hands. I have long fingers, big palms, and it was just too small for me, and it was very uncomfortable. My hands were very close together, and whenever I used the joysticks or whenever I was using them, if I pressed in to the center of the controller with both joysticks at the same time, I could feel my thumbs touch, which was kind of a big no-no for me because it just felt weird. I didn't really like it, but the new one's really awesome. I love the new joysticks. They're like concave, but they're still kind of rounded in a way. I like the way they did that. I like the kind of the Tool X type of feel, like the grippy Tool X type stuff that they put on the back of the controller, where it's very different and it wraps around at the front of the stubs of the controller where your hands go. And I thought that's very nice. It gives you a firm grip on the controller. Most improved part, I would have to say, is the triggers, and everybody else will say the exact same thing. The triggers are phenomenal. They really had the triggers intended for first-person shooters, and they did a phenomenal job. I've played the tournament edition of the Razer wired controllers for the Xbox 360, and I like these triggers better than those, and that's saying something. There's a lot of good things. The touchpad is super intuitive. It's super simple. You got to kind of fumble your way around with it with certain games to figure out exactly what it does, but it's super simple. Looking at it and feeling it, it doesn't feel like it's a touchpad. But when people think touchpad, they think like a cell phone screen, or they think a tablet screen. It's nothing like that. It's just like this little, maybe 3 by an inch and a half tall, 3 inch by inch and a half tall, and it's just right in the middle of your controller. It's right there, and it works as either a touchscreen, or you can click on it and it works as your start menu. Depending on which game it is. I know for Battlefield 4, though I have Battlefield 4, and for that, if you're in your start menu and you click the touchpad instead of just wiping your hand across, you actually click it. It brings up your battle log information, which I think is kind of cool. But in other games, like I have NBA Live 14, you click that takes you straight to your start menu, just like the option button does. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. The share feature and the share button, super simple to use. If there's a certain situation or a moment in a game where you just want to click it real quick and send a screenshot real quick to Facebook or Twitter, or it's super simple. You just click it. It shows you which one, which screenshot you have. You select it. It says, do you want to send it to Twitter or Facebook? You select it, and if you've already got your information in for Twitter or Facebook, it sends it automatically, and it's there in a second and a half. It's really cool. And then you've also got the streaming, so you can stream to Ustream and Twitch, which is really nice. But there's one little issue that I have with with the feature right now. It'll be fixed later, but with the feature right now as far as Twitch, if you stream from your PlayStation 4 to Twitch, like without saving it on any type of external, capture device, it's not going to save on Twitch. Okay, so if you stream straight from your PlayStation 4 straight to Twitch, it's not going to save it. It'll stream, but it won't save it. Now they say that this feature is going to be coming out pretty soon. Hopefully they'll have it to where you can save it pretty soon. I just got the new update because they just had an update come out yesterday, because today is Thursday. So Wednesday, they had 1.51 just download yesterday. Things are running a lot smoother. There's no server crashes or anything with some of the games that I bought, except for Battlefield, but that's an EA issue, nonetheless. But I mean, all around, I like the feature. That's also one of the reasons why we don't have gameplay up for you guys. Sorry about that. But once they have in feature to where, hey, you can save all your Twitch streaming stuff, we'll immediately link it to YouTube, and you guys will have plenty of gameplay that you guys can look at. The looks of the PlayStation 4 I actually really like. It's a lot smaller than you think it's gonna be, because if you look at the Xbox One, it's flipping huge. Like, it's the size of like a dresser drawer. It's almost that big. I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but it is really big. But the PlayStation 4 is super small and it's sleek. It's got the angles on the back and on the front. It's super simple. Touch buttons on the front, so you don't have to click anything. It's just touch buttons, power on top, eject disc on the bottom. Where you put in the disc is there's like this little slot that goes right down the middle, right down the center, from left to right, across the front of the console. And to the left, hiding in the shadows, in this little slit, is where you put the disc in. And then to the right, you can see your 2 USB ports to where you plug in your controller and you charge it, And it's super simple, super easy to operate. Let's talk about how the system operates. The system operates very, very smoothly. Like, it is... I've heard this term, and I'd have to agree with it, very un-PlayStation-like. Because we all can remember how the PlayStation Store and all the apps and everything, and how the UI was so messed up with the PlayStation 3 that it took you 5 minutes to get anywhere, and it took forever. I mean, it really did. I love the fact that, with the UI, while something's downloading in the background fairly quickly, I might add, like a lot quicker than what the PlayStation 3 was downloading stuff at. You can play other games, or you can go ahead and start on that game, which I absolutely love. Everything's super simple to find. Like, you don't have to dig deep into the menus to find exactly what you want. One of the things, here's an example. Before in the PlayStation 3, you had to go into, to find, like, to where you could turn on the Bluetooth and hook up your Bluetooth headset or whatever to your PlayStation 3. You had to go through like 3 or 4 different menus, and then select certain settings and enter in a code on your Bluetooth setting from your Bluetooth headset, and then let it find it. And then I mean, it was just a long, aggravating process, and you had to dig deep, 2, 3, maybe even 4 menus deep into the UI to find where you were looking for. So there's not a whole lot of headhunting to where you want to find what you want. It's all right there in front of you. It's super easy to find. The way the menus look are very nice. It's very Facebook-esque, and the reason why I say that is because right now I have no friends on PlayStation as of right now, because nobody that I know has a PlayStation 4 right now. But anyways, if any of you do have a PlayStation 4, look me up. My gamer tag is Holy Whale Fetus. Beginning of each word is capitalized. Holy Whale Fetus. One word. No spaces. Anyways, the menus are very Facebook-esque, because you have... everything's right in front of you. So immediately when you get to the first menu, it shows you what game you have in the drive, and then any past game, any games that you already have downloaded, and then like any other games that you have as far as discs. So say I have Battlefield in, and I turn on my PlayStation, first thing that shows up is the icon for Battlefield, and it's already there. So if I just want to hit X and start playing, it plays. Okay, and then to the left of it, it'll have something like past history. So you scroll to the left one tab, and comes up this big scrolling feature where it shows all my past, like my recent history, like in your Facebook. So it shows like what games you've played today, for how long, and what trophies you've unlocked, and who you've played with, and if you've streamed any gameplay, and it's all right there. It's super simple to find. It's really cool. It's kind of boring to look at if you don't have any friends on PlayStation Network like I have, but if you're interested in like what all your other friends are doing, it's really cool. So you can check out whatever they're doing. You can watch, any of their gameplay or anything like that they'd streamed before. And then if you look to the right of where your game in Drive tab is, to the right will be either all the games that you own, like as far as on a disc, or it will be games that you have downloaded. Games like Blacklight Retribution, right there. So you can just click on it and start playing. Super easy to find. And then as far as like your network settings, your search settings, and all the menu stuff is just right above that, and you can see it right at the top of your screen. So you just hit up on your D-pad or your stick, and you're right there, and you search through and you find whatever you want. Overall, I am very pleased. I would have to say it's very well built. Money well spent. Other than the little hiccups here and there from the network, because I kind of saw them having some issues with day one, because you've got God knows how many people trying to log into PlayStation Network and play other games all at once, on day one, which is understandable. That's no fault of Sony's. I have PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 had those same issues, because there were, they had those same issues when they launched. You had all these people trying to get online all at once and all this other stuff, and it was chaos. But you gotta expect a little bit of craziness with a launch like this. I think the design's very intuitive. It's very simple, and it's made for the gamer. I would say if you just want to focus solely on gaming and gaming alone, I'd say get a PlayStation 4. Not to belittle, what's going on with the with gaming with the Xbox One, because gaming it's not just about gaming for the Xbox One. It's about a living room experience. So if you just want gaming alone, if you don't want any of the extra BS that goes with the Xbox One, and you want to save yourself a little bit of money, PlayStation 4. I know a lot of people. Well, I don't know a lot of people. I know quite a few people that play PC, and I've seen them play, and this thing puts out just as good, if not a little bit better, than what I've seen as far as PC rigs. Now, granted, some of the guys that I've seen play PC are still in high school and college, and they don't have all the money in the world to spend, $2,000 or $3,000 on a gaming rig. Granted, but still, I would have to say, if you went out and spent $400 on a PC, and then you had a PlayStation 4 and you matched them head to head, PS4 would blow it out of the water. I'm very confident in the fact that the PlayStation 4 would do very, very well. It looks clean, it looks crisp, it runs amazing, it never gets really hot. I think the day of the 15th, because I didn't even bother, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get online because they were having server issues, and I knew that was going to happen. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to set it up, get everything going, just let it sit, and then woke up on the morning of the 15th and just played all day long. I think I played for, wow, I I didn't keep track of how long I played, but I played for quite some time. You can ask my wife. But I mean, I absolutely love it. I'm very excited to see what happens as far as games this year and the years to come. But I could see this console running for another 8-10 years because it's a lot far ahead than I thought it was going to be. You know, people said, well, you know, if the hardware's not changing in it and it's not getting better, then it's not going to live that long. This console is going to live a long time, and so is the Xbox One. These consoles are going to live another 8-10 years, just like the last ones did. You know, it's very exciting. I love it. So for any of you who are thinking about buying a PS4, do it. Do it. As far as availability for the PlayStation 4, I do not know when they will be offering them back out. I know that there were a few GameStops here and there that were offering extra ones to people. That they were very scarce. Like they were getting maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 at a time, and then they'd be immediately gone. I waited at Walmart. That's where I got mine. I pre-ordered mine at Walmart. Sat there for quite some time. There were maybe, I don't know, I want to say there were maybe 20 people in line because nobody goes to Walmart. They all go to Best Buy and GameStop. So it wasn't super crowded, but there was a small line outside of electronics. That's where you had to line up if you didn't have a pre-order, and they had 9 or 10 extra, which isn't too bad. But I mean, it was super nice to be at Walmart and have it guaranteed that I'd have a console. Unlike at GameStop, I heard that they were having you get in line to get in line. So if you were to if you were in line, they would they'd hand out a certain number of tickets to the first whatever until they ran out of tickets, and then from there you went up and you got in line and you waited to buy a PlayStation 4. You know, I mean, it was very crazy. The Best Buy near me was lined up halfway around the building, waiting. You know, and I think I heard they only had like 7 or 8 consoles spared over from what weren't pre-orders. But I mean, I'm very happy that I pre-ordered this. I only have 2 games right now: Battlefield 4, NBA Live 14. I just downloaded Blacklight Retribution. I will be giving you guys reviews on all 3 of the games. I will be waiting a little bit longer. I don't know how long the review for Battlefield 4 will be because I'm waiting for all of the technical issues to stop. So I'm basically waiting for EA's first patch of Battlefield 4 so I can give you a fair review of it. Because it's hard to give a fair review of a game if I can only play, you know, a certain number of the match types. Like, as of right now, I've only been able to play Obliteration, Rush, Team Deathmatch, and I think that's it. Everything else, I've had it. Well, actually, no, I can't say that. I've tried Conquest. I've tried regular Conquest with 32 and with 64 players, and I can't get into either. And then Squad Deathmatch and all those other ones I don't even play because I just don't like them. I don't like those game modes. But I'm a traditionalist when it comes to Battlefield, and that's the way I want to review it. As a true Battlefield guy, I want to review it as a true Battlefield game. So forget the Squad Deathmatch and all that BS with the smaller teams and the smaller maps, so you can play Call of Duty. If you want to play Call of Duty, go buy Call of Duty. Don't buy Battlefield so you can play fast-paced shooters. That's not what Battlefield is. But anyways, in the future, I will probably be doing a review of Knack because my wife wants that for Christmas, so I'm probably picking that up for her, so I'll have a review for Knack. I will also have a review for Drive Club. I will have a review for Watch Dogs whenever it comes out. I believe I heard something like April is when that's supposed to be out, but I'm not 100% sure. But the lineup looks very good. Yeah, the lineup isn't isn't getting amazing till 2014, but still, the lineup that came out at launch was very, very good. But yeah, I mean, it's super exciting. It's an awesome time to be a gamer. It's an awesome time to be a guy that's, out with his friends playing games all the time and doing reviews and talking about video games all the time. It's super fun. I'm super excited, and it's gonna be a great time. I'm super excited. But as soon as the Twitch app is up to where I can save streaming, you guys will see more gameplay. I don't know if I'll be. I probably won't be doing commentary on top of them for a little bit. That way I can just let you guys watch the gameplay. Take it in for yourselves, because I'm sometimes I just want guys to not commentary and just watch gameplay, because I just want to see the game. And it's very distracting sometimes. So we'll start off doing that, and then eventually we'll jump into commentary. But yeah, that's all I got to say. If you guys like it, subscribe, comment, whatever you like. Spread the word. This is Smelly Russian Gaming, signing out.